Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really do though.
Would like you to hit the like button at the beginning, because every time you hit the like button, you are letting YouTube know that what you are seeing and hearing is edifying for you, so it can be shared with others. That's why hitting the like button is so important. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel.
It had to happen. Your title was so powerful. When I read the name of your ministry, it had to happen.
Let's welcome our host, Erica Wilson.
Great day, everyone. We're here live today with the girl, Erica Wilson, that had to happen. Listen, for our Money Monday. How about that? And tonight our topic is catch flights and not feelings. Build wealth through travel with April Joe. So let me tell you guys all about It Had to Happen. So welcome on in, guys. It Had to Happen is where we keep it real, we honor the raw, and we celebrate the redeemed. How about that? But our reminder for today from IH2H is kindness isn't weakness. It's warfare, right? Loyalty isn't naive. It's necessary. You are just not here to survive. You are here to build blessings and become. So are you ready, guys, to catch flights and cash checks? Come on now. Tonight's topic is in this powerful episode, guys, with April Joe, a dynamic travel agent and visionary leader, not follower, but leader, shares how she and her powerhouse team are turning everyday individuals into extraordinary entrepreneurs, right? Extraordinary entrepreneurs. All through the sexiest industry of, she say all through the sexiest industry on earth, y'all, travel. Whether you're 18 or 18 or 88, I love that. 88, y'all know I love 88. Something about those eights. It's time to start watching others' life. Live the life you dreamed about and start building wealth, guys, freedom and legacy through travel and entrepreneurship. So tonight, we want you, she said, why you settle for 9 to 5 when you can work from anywhere? Earn while you explore. Y'all know you love to travel, right? You love to see new things, experience new things, and see new places. So empower others to do the same, build generational wealth, and be a boss in the industry that never sleeps. Whoa. So April Joe gonna break down how you can start your own journey today with no experience needed. Just passion, purpose, and a passport. This is your boarding call to abundance. So let's welcome the beautiful April Joe. Welcome. I wish I had my music.
I know. Hey, Dr. Erica.
Oh my God, it's such an honor to sit here with you on tonight, April Joe.
Yes.
You know, I always tell you I love your voice. I love your accent. I love to be in your presence. But to have you here blessing the people on tonight,
Yes,
catch
ma'am.
flight, not feelings, build
ma'am.
wealth through travel with April
Yep.
Joe. So I read a little bit about you. So if you can tell the audience a little bit about who is April Joe.
Yes, of course. I am definitely, you guys, a mom of three. Okay. I have two girls and a son. 22, well, going on 22, going on 18, and the age of 10 is my son. He's my baby boy. So, of course, you guys know that I have an amazing, amazing why that actually will make me and you cry at the same time. And then it's going to make me fly, right? It's the whole purpose of everybody having an amazing why. But a little bit about me. I am actually 39 years young, going on 40, you guys. Yes, in the next couple of months, I'll be 40 years old. I know that blank don't break. I know y'all see it. Yes, yes. But listen, I have definitely been in this business opportunity, you guys, now for almost 3 years. Okay. September 2022. Was when I started this amazing business opportunity. It was brought to me by somebody that I do not know or didn't know at that time. She found me on Facebook and she said, you know what? I see you traveling. I can tell that you are a boss already, so I have an amazing business opportunity for you. She brought me along. We went to, actually meet the CEO of the business and, some other top income earners and millionaires. And ever since then, you guys, I have been in love. In love. So that's just a little bit about me, April Joe.
Oh my God. Wow. And you see, that's the thing. You never know why you meet people, why they come across your path, and you just never know what's going to happen once they come into your path, right? Or when you meet them, what exactly is going to happen. But
Yep.
just to hear who you are now, you did speak about your kids. You are an amazing mother. I saw that handsome young man that you had in the green room before we came on screen. But just to see that you are not just an entrepreneur, but an entrepreneur with heart.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
care about the people. So we're going to speak about that in a little bit, but I want you to take us back a little bit and tell us who was April Joe before the travel industry came along.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Of course. Like I said, I am a mom. I was actually a mom at the age of 17, you guys. So I actually was a senior in high school. And, I said I was going to go and walk across that stage. And guess who walked with me? My baby. I was about 8 months pregnant and we wobbled across that stage and I got my diploma. And, ever since then, it has been lights out. I went and got my associate's degree as well right afterwards. I went and got my master cosmetologist license as well. Yes, ma'am, I did a lot, Dr. Erica. I did a lot only because I wanted to have something to fall back on in case anything that I did want to do in life, didn't continue to take me where I needed it to go. And I know for a fact, beauty is like one of the number one things, just like it's up there with medical and just like travel. It's never going anywhere at all.
Absolutely nowhere, because that's one thing we'll do. We'll skip a payment to get their hair done.
We sure will. We sure will.
We definitely will skip a payment to get their hair done. But I'm telling you, it is so amazing just to hear, a little bit about you, who you were before you entered into the sexiest industry on the earth, you said. However, like you said, we know that cosmetology isn't going anywhere. Travel definitely isn't going anywhere, because that's the way of the world right now with everything that's going on. And I'm talking about, you want to just, you're dealing with so much and you just want to get away, right?
Yeah.
And what is the best way if you can book your own travel and get paid for it? Come on now. You can't go wrong.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
here it is, guys. We're going to jump into this thing. Catch flights and not feelings. So April Joe, I want you to tell us all about this person that you met, because I believe in giving people their flowers while they're here. So someone had to introduce you to this industry. So if you can, just go ahead and take a moment to kind of send them a shout out.
I will do. Yes, ma'am. So, of course, like I said, this person I never met, I never knew, none of that. But now we are like this. We are the best of travel buddies ever. Every time she's about to travel, I'm like, where we going? I'm about to get ready to pack up with you. But her name is Khadijah Moody. Of course, that is my ace. That is my road dog. And also, I got to give a shout out to even my director, LaShonda Crocklum. She's just like my travel buddy as well. When she says, April, we got a meeting going on in such and such state, I need you to be here, I am getting me a plane ticket and I'm on the way.
So let me ask you a question. Now, I know that the travel, right? You get paid for the travel, but what does that look like as a mom? How are you able to navigate, just to be able to pick up and go like that? Because some moms can't, do just that. So do you have like that village that they always talk about to kind of help you with your children?
I do, Dr. Erica. I do. My mom is my biggest village. My mom and my little brother as well. And the fact that I do have older kids or older girls, they help watch my son as well. But really, the only one that I have to worry about watching is him. Is him
Yeah.
because the other ones are old enough to watch themselves.
But you know what? I asked that question because there may be someone that's under the sound of your voice that's afraid to actually take that leap of faith. And that's probably the very thing that's holding them back is, oh, my mom, I really don't have that village. What can I do? Outside of, just I need to really talk to myself and say, okay, let me go ahead and take that leap of faith because as you heard her say, it's the sexiest industry in on earth. So that, like I said, you actually get paid to travel basically because once you book, you're paying yourself, and now you're bringing other people in. So what was that like when you first got that invitation and you was just like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and try it out, or were there some type of reservation behind it?
Well, at first, I'm going to be honest. I'm just like everybody else. I'm like, this is too good to be true, and because we see it as too good to be true, we automatically think it's a scam, or we think it's fake, or, something is not right because it is, it's just too good to be true. So I was like that until she actually took me into the rooms of where, the actual CEO, the millionaires and the top income earners was actually there and how they poured into me. And, I even have their phone numbers and meet up with them for lunch and different things like that. And how I have actually grown to, have that connection and relationship with them as well. It is phenomenal. Yes, ma'am.
That's what they say too. That's another saying. You have to get in the rooms. My thing is, you have to get in the rooms with wherever you trying to go. You have to get in those rooms. So if you desire to be that millionaire, or that billionaire, you have to get in those rooms. You can't just stay in the back and say, okay, well, this is where I want to go, because it's going to make you drive. It's going to give you that drive to make you, oh, I want this too. I could do this too. So just to have that, and for the person to introduce you into that level of millionaires and billionaires to be in this room and be like, and you don't feel small because you deserve to be in this room. You have to walk in that room like you own that room. Like I know I be right, So now you're in this room, you're seeing all this greatness in this room, and at one point or another, it took them probably the same way that you had came in. Some maybe a little different, but some had to come in the same way that you did. So you went in, you saw all of this greatness. What was that like, April Jo?
It was amazing, Dr. Erica. I'm going to be honest, just knowing that people, that were homeless, people that were just like me, single moms, lost family members, you know what I'm saying? Different things like that, just like me, regardless of the color of my skin, it's just, they're just like me. To be in that atmosphere and to know that, hey, I can be just like that. I can be walking around with a ring signifying that I'm making $8,000 a month, just like they are. Just knowing that I can sit next to a person that's making hundreds and thousands of dollars a month just off of travel, and me and her exchange phone numbers. It is amazing. It is amazing to have that. So I can't wait until our annual actual family reunion, which is our annual convention. It's going on in September. I cannot wait.
But you know what, though? That's why connections matter. You
yes,
see
ma'am.
what I'm saying? And the thing is, if you're thank you, girl. You're gonna hear me start preaching up in here. But anywho, that's like it is said, connections matter.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
If I'm connected and you're winning, and I'm trying to win, but I'm connected. Hallelujah, Jesus. Watch this. Whatever's on you gonna trickle down onto me. So I got next. So what I need to do, I need to praise with you while you're in it, because you never know if you're connected. You see, where you were, you got connected to the people, and now you're connecting others, you're paying it forward, and that's why God is honoring your business, and you're doing such an amazing job at it, because you don't have that heart to say, let me just keep it all for me. You want to see people win. Let's see what J. Moss says here. J. Moss says, right, getting in the room, and eventually your gift will make room for you. Absolutely. Hallelujah. God made perfect timing for her off of your path, off of your faith. I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Whatever is on you, gonna get on me. Say that. Absolutely.
Yes,
You know what
yes,
I'm
yes,
saying? So
yes.
this is why connections is very, very important in
Mm-hmm.
anything that we do. Because guess what? If you have a winning circle, baby, I don't care if one winning and there's 10 people in the circle, we
Yes,
all win. In my
we all win.
circle, you know,
Yes,
we all win. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Because that's what it's all about. So, April Joe, you sat in this meeting, you saw the potential, and you knew,
mm-hmm.
like, man, I want this. So,
Yep.
what was that next step like? Did you join that night, or did you say, hold on, let me just think about it?
I waited just a little bit, Dr. Erica, only because just like a lot of other people, my finances was not where I wanted to be. Even though
Okay.
I had the money, but I'm like, if I get this money, what if it's a scam? What if it's fake? What if they take my money and I got to figure out where I'm gonna get this money back? That was
Right.
the only reason why. So you know what? I said, you know what? I talked to the girl, which is now like I said, one of my closest friends. And I said, Khadijah, give me until after my birthday. My birthday is August the 31st. Okay. So I said, give me until after my birthday. And I said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. She continued to build that rapport with me. She came to my mom's birthday party. She has met my children, all kind of stuff. So definitely she built that rapport with me first. So I was more comfortable with saying, you know what, give me until this date. When that date came, guess what, Dr. Erica? September the 14th. I was like, you know what? That's the date. And guess how I ended up getting the money, Dr. Erica? Just get. I ended up collecting all of my cash out for my birthdays, birthday money out of birthday cards, different things like that. Had a little birthday pin that I had wore, that people had been giving me a couple of dollars on. And I ended up coming up with that money. I came up with that money. I called Khadijah right then and there. I said, girl, send me the link. Tell me, and walk me through it so I can make sure that everything gets done. And she did that. She helped me out. She walked me through it. I got signed up on September the 14th, 2022. And I have not looked back since then.
Oh my gosh, April. Listen, the story just keep getting better and better, because that is a thing, though. You're hitting all the points, like what people are, they're thinking in their head, like, oh my God, it's too good to be true. Normally when something is too good to be true, it's not true. The mind just plays so many tricks on you. But not just hearing, hitting on that, but hearing like, what if I lose my money? What if it's a single parent or a single mother that want to start this journey? And like you said, you had the money, but the money was probably for something else. And you couldn't take a loss at that particular time. But see, that's the thing. We have to also learn when we're on our path. God sets us up so he's so strategic. And we don't pay attention because we're looking for the big signs, the big things, right? But the way that he sets us up is just amazing to me. It can be big, and sometimes it do be big. But the thing about it is the way he was orchestrating things. You met the person, you got in the room. That's oh, good God Almighty. The door was open. And see, this is the thing too. We can't despise small beginning, because at the end of the day, I don't care how small that door look. Don't you dare second guess it, because what could be behind that door is something major. You see what I'm saying? But just because the door is God, oh Jesus, just because that door is small, we'll be skeptical about going into that thing, and we'll be like, oh my God, like, and some, be honest, I'm too good to go through that small door. But don't even understand where God is taking you. So you got in that room, you met the right person on time. You got in that room on time, and Lord and behold, it was around your birthday where people were going to be pouring into it. God, your vision. You see what I'm saying? So now I see why you have the heart that you have, April Joe, because at the end of the day, you get it.
Yes, ma'am.
To God be the, come on now, girl, come on. Oh my God. So now here it is, favorite scripture. Don't despise small. That's it. Do not despise small beginnings, because at the end of the day, those small wins sometimes be the biggest ones.
They do. Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
get it twisted, people of God. I'm trying to tell you. So April just met the person. She got in the room. Her birthday came up. She had
Yep.
people that so into her. And then boom, here it is, September 14th. She was ready to rock and roll, y'all. And she says 20 what? 20 what? 22?
22. Yes, ma'am.
2022, she have not looked back. So what I'm gonna do here on tonight, God set her up and she didn't see it. Yep, it was death this time. Absolutely. That's what
Yep.
I'm saying. That's how strategic he is.
Yes.
He orchestrated. I ain't gonna take y'all to church, but what I want you to do tonight is tonight's topic is catch flights and not feelings, and
Yes, ma'am.
talk about build wealth through travel with April Joe. So I'm gonna give you an opportunity to present your business to the people, because at the end of the day, that's one thing I love to do: promote other people. I love, especially when they're doing a thing and have a heart for God's people, to
Yes,
help
ma'am.
God's people to pour back out into so many, because you just don't know. Again, single moms, we got this stigma.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Definitely.
past it. So I want you to help a single mother that may be on tonight, that's under the sound of your voice, that may want to take this leap of faith, April Joe. I
Yes,
need you
ma'am.
to give it your best. The floor is yours.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you, Dr. Erica, so much for giving me the floor, you guys. I definitely want to let it be known that I was just like you. I was just like you. I was skeptical. I didn't know what to do, and me, I had to sit back and I had to think, like, what am I doing to actually, state the fact that, okay, everything I have done from degrees to diplomas, because y'all heard me at the beginning when I basically had said that, right? These licenses and all this other things like that. What am I doing with them now? Now that it's 2025. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not doing anything with neither one of them, except for my business administration associate's degree. And that helps me with my travel business. But other than that, nothing else. Doing hair is basically a hobby, so I don't do it often. I might do my daughter's kids' hair, just things like that. But to be honest with you, I go ahead and I jumped into this business because I said, you know what? If I can do what I was doing all these years and not getting to where I want to be at, I was like, you know what? It's time for a change. So just like Dr. Erica said, I was put in rooms. I was brought in front of different people that needed to actually, show me the way and open these doors. And y'all, I have not looked back, like she said. So just to break down about this business, about me, where I am right now in the business, it has been not even 3 years yet. I am a Gold Plus builder, okay? And I am also in the 2020 club, and I will explain that in just a few minutes. But I am very, 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 very proud of myself, because that's something that, when you set your goal and you hit that goal, it is amazing. It is more than amazing. So when I hit it, and it's probably about 2 Fridays ago, just being honest with you, I had to celebrate. It was just the most amazing thing ever. So my next goal is, of course, 40/40 and DIT. Okay. So when it comes down to this business, y'all, I just want to let it be known. There's 2 sides of the business. Okay. You have a travel booking side, where you actually book travel for yourself, your friends, your family, co-workers, anybody that you might run into. And you actually can make a commission of 70 to 80%. Okay. I said 70 to 80%. Okay. And that's even off your own bookings. That's off your friends' bookings. That's off people that you probably meet on the streets and let them know that you have your own agency. Okay. So that's the travel side. That's the beach side. So I'm going to take y'all to the bank. The bank is on the marketing side, okay, when it comes down to this business. And that's just like what I am. Me being a rep, to where I introduce the business to anybody that's 18 and older, and I expose them to the business just like I was exposed to the business. And if they like what they see, just like I loved what I seen, they're going to tell me the same thing that I told my sponsor. April Joe, send me the link. Send me the steps and what it is I have to do. And I guarantee you, me, the team, the uplines, and everybody else that it trickles up to will be there to help you every single step of the way. That's why I love this business, because you literally get nuggets from millionaires that you're going to be paying thousands and thousands of dollars for anybody else. Okay. So That is definitely when I say about both of the sides. You have your travel side, which you get your commissions of 70 to 80%. You also get your own .com, okay? Your own .com. Do you understand me? You get that. You do not have to you do not have to create it, build it, or maintain it. All you have to do is personalize your own .com, okay? You also get certifications when it comes down to the travel side. You know, if you want to be certified for booking Jamaica trips, you can. If you want to be certified for just dealing with cruises, you can. You know, but these things, as far as certifications go, they help you to open up different streams, different avenues, different discounts and deals, and different things like that as well. And then we also have 3 guarantees. I didn't say 1, I didn't say 2, I said 3. 3 guarantees, y'all, in this business. And one of the main ones that we love the most is the fact that we have a 30-day money back guarantee. You can come into this business literally for 30 days. If you test drive it and you say, you know what, I don't want to book my own travel, I don't want to do anything else, I don't want to do anything with this business at all, guess what? You get every single dime back. Every single dime back, okay? But I know for a fact it's some business people that's out there that's going to be like, you know what, you can't even get into a business for 30 days and see how it is, right? I know, but we give y'all that guarantee. Because there's some people that actually do come in and they're just like, I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's some business people on this line that's like, you know what, you cannot do or start anything and see results in 30 days. But we got an amazing guarantee, okay? But we do have 3. That's just one of them. Now, when it comes down to the marketing side, you guys, I have never in my life, okay, have I ever seen a company in all of network marketing, y'all. If you guys have sold Avon, y'all have sold Mary Kay, the Tupperware, anything else, baby, you have not ran across a comp plan like this one, okay? That is probably the main thing that got me into this business, was seeing the comp plan. I'm going to be honest with you. And then on top of that, the fact that you can leave a legacy behind, which means I go out here and I help 100 people as far as a team collectively. Y'all, do you know I get to sit in front of a lawyer and I leave every single dime that I make in my business to my beneficiary, which will be my kids? Y'all, that is what you call an inheritance. And I'm not talking about a life insurance policy where you get paid one time. No, I'm talking about as your business grows, your children will reap the benefits of it. And I know for a fact, everybody, even especially single moms, are out there trying to figure out how they can leave an inheritance behind if something was to happen to them today. So that's one of the other reasons why I got into the business. Another reason, especially on the marketing side, is that our CEO loves to reward us, y'all. He loves to reward us. He likes to pamper us. He likes to show us the finer things. You know, I just got back from Miami last month, as a matter of fact, on a $40 million yacht with him, some of the other top income earners, you know, and we was getting poured into by them as well, you know, having trainings and different things like that. But being able to be on the yacht, y'all, with my pinky eye, y'all should have seen me. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But he loves to reward us with things like that. Once we reach certain levels in the business, you know, and we're making certain amount of monies, he rewards us with certain rings, sapphire rings, diamond rings, different things like that, Rolex watches. Y'all, this is like one of the most amazing things I have ever ran across and been a part of, ever in my life. But yes, Dr. Erica, that's everything kind of in one nutshell. I kind of want to break it down so everybody can know both sides of the business. Ask me personally if they have to.
And let me tell you something, guys. She's real good at it too. She don't miss a beat. And that's one thing I can say about you, April Joe. Like, you, even if one don't respond or can't make it to one of the meetings that you send out, you stay at it. See, that's a go-getter. Mm-hmm. That is a go-getter. You're not gonna take no. Or especially I think if a person was to probably say no, you probably give it a couple of times, but then after that, if they're kind of like feeding you just a little bit, because I'm sure that you could feed off of them, and that's one of the gifts that I love. God has truly blessed me with that spirit of that discernment. That maybe I can reel this person in, because y'all, she been in me. I'm telling you, I just kept saying, I just don't have the time, April Joe. I don't have the time. But you know what though? The thing about it is, we make time for what we want. And at the end of the day, if I say that I rock with you or I support you, I'm going to do just that. So I had to jump on that call. When I got on the call that night, I must say that every presenter that came across that screen presented themselves very, very well. However, I did have to get off, but I had to show up for you. You understand what I'm saying? Because I see the drive that you have for what it is you do. So if you had someone to come through like that, like, oh my gosh, April Joy, I just don't have the time. How would you come back at them? What would be your rebuttal after them just telling you, oh my God, I don't have time?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's a difference from you saying you don't have time versus you saying that you're not interested. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not interested, of course, I'm going to back up. I'm just going to be like, there's nothing I can do, nothing I can say. You know what I'm saying? None of that if you just tell me you're not interested. But you telling me you just don't have time, I'm going to still go at it. I'm going to still reach out to you. If it's your birthday, I'm going to tell you happy birthday. If I see that you're on Facebook and you're having a party or anything going on, you might have death in the family, anything like that, I'm building that rapport with you.
Right.
I'm building that rapport with you. So I'm definitely going to reach out to you regardless.
That's one of the things I'm telling you I love about you. So we have another comment from J Moss. She said, that's what makes a person go harder, seeing that they are being rewarded for their work. And your CEO does that. But see, this is what I'm saying again. We get focused on the rewards, but the rewards are not just monetary. The rewards are not just materialistic things. You understand what I'm saying? Because the Bible tells us our rewards come from Him. You understand me? So this is what we don't want to get trickled into this to say, because if you're doing something just to get the materialistic, it's not going to last. April Joe, you can say that.
Yeah.
Can you say that? You're just doing it just for, you have to have a love. I don't care for whatever it is you're doing. You have to have a love for what it is that you want to do, because if not, it's going to tire you out. It's going to wear you out, or it's going to make you so confused, whatever it may be, because that is not something where God, that's not your gift. You see what I'm saying? Your gift is marketing. Your gift, we have to know what our gifts are. But if you're going into this thing and say, well, I want to make the money. Now you're allowing the money to make you, and you're not making the money. You see what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I've been in this industry before, but I wasn't that outgoing person. Like, we have to know what is for us and what is not for us. And by you seeing certain people and you can tell, and you're presenting your presentation was everything. And the way you talk to people, the way your kindness, your openness. I even heard you at work the other day while we were talking, and everybody that came in here, y'all, hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's just your outgoing personality. So the thing is, I addressed that comment, but here it is. What if you have that person that not so outgoing, but wants to do the job? How would you coach them?
To be honest, so that means they're an introvert. That's what you're saying? Dr. Erica. Okay. Yes. So to be honest, I would introduce them to our millionaire coach, Natalie Nicole Graham. She started out as an introvert. She can tell you her story. I would literally take you to Atlanta to meet her, shake her hand, ask her questions, talk to her about it, so that you would feel even more comfortable as being an introvert. But me personally, I can't say that, because I can literally sit down next to someone and start a conversation with them. So it's kind of hard for me to be able to answer that for you. But the reason that I know my coach is, an introvert, I would definitely introduce you to her, and you would love her.
But there you
That's
go.
That's how I would answer that, Dr. Erica.
But see, there you go again. The connections. You see what I'm saying? You may not
Yes,
have
ma'am.
the answer, but you can get the answer for the person. You see what I'm saying? That's why, again, I'm going at it with, the
Yes, ma'am.
connecting thing. So in your circle, you have all the connections
Yes,
that's needed for anybody that you bring up under you. So I'm
ma'am.
going somewhere with this, April Joe, because at the
Yep.
end of the day is if you
Yes, ma'am.
had that person, you won't turn that person away saying, okay, well, I can't answer that for you. But I do have someone that I can connect you with that can answer that for you or help you
Yep.
out or put you in that area. You see what I'm saying? It's all
Yes,
about the
ma'am.
connections, who you have, who are you tied to, who you're willing
Yep.
to offer, and not be a gatekeeper about what it is that you have because you're in it to win. Because at the end of the day, because once you bring somebody in and that
Mm-hmm.
person comes on to you, you never know that person may have started out as an introvert, like your coach, and then here that person go get
Yep.
tons of people behind them. So again, connections matter,
Yep.
people of God. They really, really matter. So now you have the answer for that. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
I want to go ahead. I think I'm very, very interested. I'm right at the door. I'm getting ready to knock on the door, April Joe. But man, I just really know, one, I don't have the time. Two, I just think, maybe it's just a bit too much for me. What would be your rebuttal?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I would ask them if that is the case, do you travel now? Are you
Mm.
traveling now? Like, do you often travel?
Um,
You do, don't you?
yeah. So if I say yeah,
Yep.
okay. So
I
what
know.
comes next?
That's why.
Uh-huh.
So definitely, I would ask, do you travel often? Because if you travel often, you're making time to book that travel, right? You're making time to book that travel or book that flight or book that vacation or rental car or anything that you're needing. You're taking out time to do that. It's the same amount
Right.
of time that you're taking out to do your own booking that you'll be doing over here as well. But you're eliminating the middleman and you're making that commission.
I think I just been sold. You see that? A lot of times people are not looking at it like that. You see? They're not looking at it like that. So here it is now that
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
sad for the travel industry to be a scam because it all sounds so good. You have to have those quick comebacks. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's why you're so good at what you
Yep.
do because you have whoever coach you, shout outs to you, coach, because you did an amazing job. Although she has the amazing personality to go along with it. Because let me tell you guys, when I walked into that
Yes,
event where I spoke at the amazing Jasmine White's event, and I'm telling you, I suffer from hot
mm-hmm.
flashes. And she gave me her fan, y'all. I wanted to take it home, but I said, go ahead and
It's
get
right
that.
here, Dr. Erica.
Yes. But the thing about it is, she gave me her fan, y'all, and let me use it the whole night. Didn't
Yes.
even ask her, that was so amazing to me, and
Yep.
didn't ask for anything. She just gave it on to me,
Yep.
I use it, but just to have
Yeah.
or just to see the personality that you have and the coach that coached you up right. So now you're out here, you're winning people for the sexiest industry on this side, on this side of heaven,
Yes.
but at the end of the day,
Yes,
what is it? What is your end goal? What are you hoping to gain from what it is that you're doing?
I mean, definitely more connections, Dr. Erica. I mean, I used to didn't like people. I used to didn't like, having too many friends, different things like that. I don't know if it's because I'm a Virgo, or what, but I used to just didn't like being around people at one point. But I can say my end goal as far as being in this business opportunity is definitely making even more and more connections to be able to introduce this business to anyone else and expose them to this amazing opportunity.
Awesome. So where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
Did I freeze up, Dr. Erica? You still there?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Where do you see yourself in the next 3 years in the business?
I didn't hear you, Dr. Erica.
Okay, can you hear me? Guys, we're having some technical difficulties. If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can bear with us. Okay, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years in this industry?
The next 3 years, I definitely see myself as a director. I see myself actually as at least a 3-star director in the next 3 years. Yes, ma'am. I
Okay,
definitely
so
do. I
what is
got to
that?
get that jacket. I got to get up there to, get ready to start getting my sapphire ring, signifying that I'm making $8,333 a month in this business opportunity. So yes, ma'am, has to be at least a 3-star director in the next 3 years.
Okay, so for the people in the back that don't understand the 3-star director, can you break that down? See, this is another level that you guys can get to. So she's giving you guys free game tonight.
Yes,
she's giving you free game. So what is it
yes, ma'am.
that the 3-star director, what does that entail?
Okay, so definitely you have to generate or get as many people in your organization as much as possible. So you remember when I was telling you, as far as you becoming a 1-star director, you have at least 100 people in your organization. It goes from 100 to 300, 300 to 500. So 500 is the 3-star that I was just speaking of. So that means 500 business partners under me in my organization.
Baby, I'm putting that on my prayer list. Where we at? Where we need to get to? Where you at now? Guys, we're having some technical difficulty. Please do bear with us. April Jo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
said, where are you at now? Because I'm putting that on my prayer list. You're going to get to that 500. So where are you at now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So right now, of course, like I said, I am 2020 Club. So altogether, I am almost.
You're cutting out. We can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So you said you're where?
So right now, I'm at 29 in my whole organization.
All right. And we're going to get you there. Y'all listen. She presented this thing so well to you all on tonight. Again, if you're anything like me, that's why she's telling us tonight to catch flights and not feelings, because that's basically what we're going off of, feelings. I feel I don't have the time. I feel I don't have the money, but not knowing that this here can be a big, it could be something great for us. And not just that. If she said, why work a 9 to 5? Why work a 9 to 5 when you could basically work for yourself? And then not only that, you go ahead and travel and pay yourself to travel. You need money when you go on on your trips, right? You may want to come back and splurge a little bit. After you get back, you got a bill or something you have to pay, But at the end of the day, she said it, y'all heard it here. She said it is the sexiest travel industry on this side. She said earth, but I'm gonna say on this side of heaven. At the end of the day, you guys, how could you not? April Jo have her calls every. What are the nights that you have your calls that they could, they maybe could jump on and hear more if they need to hear more? What are the days that you have your calls?
Yeah. Every evening except for Saturday evenings. And I can always do a personal one as well if you need me to on a Saturday.
You do meetings every day?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Via what? Zoom? Is it Zoom?
Well, it's not technically just me. It's Zoom. Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. Sometimes it's some of our other teams, So yeah, you can always find the information out as much as possible every night except for Saturdays.
Okay. Now it makes more sense. Okay. But the thing is, there's information that one can come in and get as much as information as possible if they're thinking about, crossing over to this industry.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, y'all heard it here. It had to happen. She says, catch flights, not feelings. Come on, y'all, build wealth through travel with April Jo. So, April Jo, how is it that one could get in contact with you if they would like a one-on-one consultation, or maybe, to jump in on these meetings? How could they contact you?
Yes, ma'am. They can actually contact me via Facebook. My Facebook name is April Jo, just J-O. You can also give me a call on my office phone. That's 478-245-0775. you can email me, and that's all situations telecom with 1M at Gmail. Let me think. What other way? I work at Kroger. You know, a lot of people see me at Kroger. If you want to walk in and talk to me about it, then definitely come see me there. You know, it's a lot of ways you can get in contact with me. A lot of ways. You can even call Dr. Erica. She could tell you how to get in contact with me as well.
All right. Let me get that email once again because you was going so fast. But I'm trying to keep up with you. So it's all situations telecom.com. Is that the email?
All situations telecom at Gmail.
Or at Gmail. Okay. All right, guys. I'm getting y'all right. Hold on one second. So gmail.com. I have that one. And the business number for me again, 478. Okay, guys.
245
245
0775.
the last digit, the last four digits. I didn't hear.
0775.
All right. All right, guys, you have it here. So you can find her on Facebook, April Joe on Facebook. Her emails, her email address is allsituationstelecom@gmail.com. Her business line is 478-245-0775, or you can, of course, get in touch with the girl, and I'll make sure you get over to April Joe. April, let me tell you something. This here is so amazing. Your presentation, and I only got a snippet of it. I'm sure that you give it, and I'm talking about an awesome presentation to the people, because at the end of the day, someone somewhere found it enough, and if did not find it robbery, to allow God to use them to get you into that room. So by you getting into that room now, then you're able to bring other people into that room. So you get it. You're helping the people. You're not just saying, okay, just come on and join my team just because it'll make you some money. You really want to see people win. Am I not right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to give you a chance right now. If you can speak to someone right now and they're thinking about joining all situations, I'm going to give you the floor, and this is your time to say it. Just think about you have that person on the phone in front of you. You have this person on the phone, and you're trying to reel them in, because we may have some new people that came on. So go ahead and try to get them over to all situations.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
love that, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. So definitely, if I were to actually speak with someone about this amazing business opportunity, I would tell them the same thing that I did at the beginning, is that I was scared as well, but I'm gonna be honest with you, scared money don't make no money, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I had to really, really, really put that in my head. And definitely, you cannot be skeptical and be broke. You got to be one or the other. You know what I'm saying? So I need for y'all to come on with it. I need you to understand that this is 2025. I hear people saying all the time it's a pyramid scheme. No, it's not. I hear people all the time saying it's MLM. Yes, it is. But also your 9-to-5 job that you work is an MLM. You get up, you go to work, you are an employee. You got a manager that you have to talk to. That's one level up. You got a supervisor you have to talk to. That's another level up. You have a boss or a whoever that you talk to above them. That's another level up. There's levels until you get to the CEO as well with your regular 9-to-5, correct? But over here, we haven't even been in business a whole entire 10 years, and we have already birthed 5 millionaires in this business opportunity. So if you see me out here, an ordinary, traditional America worker, out here as a single parent with an older daughter that's wheelchair bound, with 3 kids all together, doing what I got to do to make sure that I leave a legacy behind for my kids, I'm going to be honest with you. There's nothing else that I really should have to say. And then when I let you know that you start this amazing business opportunity for a one-time fee of only $199.90, round that up to $200, you never have to pay that again. Never. Just as long as you run your business, your overhead is $2 a day, which round that up to $59, where you can round it up to $60 a month, you guys, up to be a millionaire. So, I mean, if that didn't get you and catch your, your attention and stop your feelings so you can start catching these flights, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I hope to see you soon, though. I really do.
Oh my God, I so love it. But that caught my attention, what you said. And I think I recall that from the event that you shared that as well. But to know that you're not only a single mother, you have a daughter that's wheelchair bound. You don't let it stop you, because not only is she wheelchair bound, y'all, she's in business as well.
Yes,
this is why we have to not catch the feelings, right? We can't be catching the feelings. We got to catch the flights in this season, y'all. We got to thrive in 2025, as my pastor say, at the end of the day. But you didn't let any of this stop you. You was like, okay, I have to get it by all means. And listen, y'all, although she's still working her travel industry, she still has a 9-to-5 as well. But watch this, only but for a moment, because you don't even, you don't even know that job that you're working is where a lot of your connections are going to be made and your clients are going to come from. You understand me? So don't despise being where you are right now. Because at the end of the day, that's opening up. Jesus, it's opening up so many doors. But April Joe, not just for the industry that you're in. God is going to use you mightily in that same position where you at now, because it's going to be some single moms that's going to come through there. They're going to need that strength, especially at a time. It don't have to be a single mom. It could be any individual, because we all know that the times are very trying right now, right? And people need the kindness. People need the empathy. People need the compassion. They need all of that. And to come through your line, April Joe, good God Almighty. And I don't know how he's going to use you, but in the next 7 days, hallelujah, Jesus, it's something that's gonna even blow your mind on how he's getting ready to use you at that job that you're at. So at the end of the day, again, if the door, hear me good now, if the door looks small to you, don't be scared. Jesus, don't be scared to step through it, because you never know what's on the outside, on that other side of that door. Because we all know that sometimes the door can be. The Bible tells us that how many of us would get into heaven through a what? A narrow path. But when you get through, what's on the other side? Hallelujah. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all better stop despising those small doors. Or people that you think they're small and don't have nothing to offer. Because at the end of the day, we saw this present to you all what somebody did for her. She's willing to do for you. So April Joe, you walk in that thing with that head held high, chin up. And you walk in the room like you own that room. It's already done. It's already done. So if you had a chance to leave the audience with something on today, what will it be, April Joe?
To be honest, Dr. Erica, me personally, I would say, you know what I'm saying, that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And I'm going to be honest, because you read that caption that said, catch flights, not feelings, with April Joe and Dr. Erica. You took that first step of coming just to even listen to me. That was the very first step. So if you listen to me and I resonated to you, and, it's something that you definitely kind of feel like you need to be looking into doing, I need you to get in contact with me as soon as possible so we can go ahead and meet up, talk on the phone, chat. We can do anything. Inbox a message. It does not matter, because I'm here to help. I am here to help.
I just love you.
Yes, ma'am. Dr. Erica, so come on, April Joe.
Oh my God, come on, April Joe, come on. And as you can see, again, her business line is 478-245-0775. Her email address
Yep.
is all situations telecom with 1M at gmail.com. You can find her
Mhm.
on Facebook, guys, on Facebook as April Joe, just J-O. And guys, you heard it here. It had to happen. Our
Yep.
topic for tonight was catch flights and not feelings. Build wealth through
Yep.
travel with April Joe. So if you want your passport into April Joe's all situations travel, make sure you hit her up
Mhm.
Facebook, Gmail, or either her business line. You guys have it all here. April Joe, it was such an honor to sit here
Yes,
with you on tonight. And thank you for sharing that piece. I'm sure that you're more than welcome to come back at any
oh,
given time. Just know the door is open. But again, I just truly, truly want to thank you for having the heart that you have and being able to, connect with others to try to help them. Because at a time like this, y'all, I'm telling y'all, we're going to need extra income. We're definitely going to need extra income. So again, but I
yes, ma'am.
definitely want you to pay attention what
Yes,
God
ma'am.
is getting ready to do with you in the next 7 days. And you're going to come back and you're going to be like, Dr. Erica, this is, yeah, you're going to have a testimony. You're going to
I
have a
can't
testimony.
wait. I feel it. I feel it already coming, Dr. Erica. I'm gonna be
You're
texting
going
you
to
like,
have
oh
that
my God, we got to do another podcast.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So God bless each and every one of you. We thank all of our amazing guests on tonight because we cannot do this without each and every one of you. My God, listen.
Yep.
This is such an honor, guys. I was supposed to take the month of June off, but when she booked, I was like, oh no, come on, because we're doing our workshops over at Mom's. And actually, I'm going to jump off, eat dinner, and then jump into my workshop at 7:30. Listen, man, oh man, I'm telling you, you make time. One, you make time for what you want. Not too much is given, much is required. Two,
Yes,
yeah, I
ma'am.
think I said that right. And then three, you have
Yes,
to,
ma'am.
like she said, catch flights, not feelings. Our feelings can sometimes lead us down the wrong path because we all know what the Bible tells us that the heart is deceiving,
Yep.
So that's why we have to ask God to create in us a new and clean heart every day. You understand? So at the end of the day, that's
Yep.
just what April Joe wants you
Yes,
guys to do at all situations travel, guys. You don't want to miss the
yes,
flight
ma'am.
because every round is going higher and higher at all situations
Yep.
teletravel. April Joe, thank you. We did not like
Yes,
leaving
ma'am.
this broadcast without sending them out some virtual hugs and some virtual love. I'm going to send you some hearts, April Joe.
Yes.
We love you guys here at It Had to Happen. We
Yes,
cannot do this without
ma'am.
each and every one of you. Guys, if you want to go ahead and jump into Mom's workshops, I'm telling you, they're the mate. Oh my gosh, these workshops are so much going on, but you definitely want to get inside the huddle. I'm telling you, want to be
Yep.
inside that huddle in Mom's locker room of legacy. And as I stated, 7:30, I'll be on again.
Yes,
But do follow April Joe, whether you solicit her business or not. Follow her and show her some love on Facebook at April Joe because I'm sure if you came or you went over, she's gonna win you over because she has just that personality. So
yes,
God bless
ma'am.
each and every one of you.
Yes,
Until next time, guys. Bye bye.
bye bye. Mwah, mwah. See you later, Dr. Erica.